So most times business owners make three simple mistakes once they are growing their business. So number one is the momentum. They lose momentum in their business. You start the business, you're not what you expected, and what is reality are two different things. So we end up feeling frustrated. We end up feeling just upset that the business is not going the way we want it to go, and the expectation that we have on it is just way too high. So my recommendation is make sure you live in reality of putting there's nothing wrong in putting your goals in. So put the right goals in place so it meets your expectation. For example, you put realistic goals and you work backwards. Because once you will know what you are willing, what you're going to make for the end of the year, you engineer backwards. So this way you work on your business every day to achieve that goal in a daily basis. I hope that makes sense. Another thing, number two is another business mix is that we give up so soon. We could start a business like we could everybody there's this noise about creating a course, which I have done it too. I'm a big person that could speak about on this. um there's this big thing, create a course. You go out and you take the time and you create this marvelous course, and then nobody buys it. Take a step back, re-engineer on finding a niche, re-engineer into solving a problem. What does people need? What are you solving? Who are you helping? Are you serving first? Get to pinpoint what people need first before you create that whole finished product. So do you rather try to do a proof? You want to do a proof search. You want to research it first, because if you do that, you know this is what people need. So, and try to stay away from your friends and family. They're not really gonna really tell you the truth. Okay. So before you create the whole full course, or before you create the whole book, you finish the whole book, you want to be able to have some kind of tangible, testimonies. You want to have something that it is working, that this is right before you jump into it. Okay. So you could do focus group. You could go into Facebook groups and kind of see what people problems and needs that people are having, and then use that to see if you can match it with your skill, solve a problem, help somebody. See, the thing is, as long as you could help one person solve a problem, get over from where they are, you be able to find more people that have that same problems, and not necessarily a problem that you have overcome. You're solving people's problem, and then you could relate it to your own problem. So that's what most people, expert, guru, forget to tell you, that about finding the niche or finding a problem to solve. So you want to solve people's problem. That's why it always says, what does the world needs, or what does people need, is because you're going to be helping people, not necessarily helping yourself. Helping yourself is great, right? But there's a problem, or there's something that somebody else has that you could solve, that you have overcome. You have solved of a challenge, that you obstacles that you have overcome, that that person also has, that you could solve. So you find that problem that someone is going. So I'll give you an example. There are people that are really right now focusing on just waiting to be married, or waiting to find the right person, or have relationship issue, and they're feeling that they are the issue. So they're trying to find answers, they're looking for answers, but you might yourself might have gone through a relationship situation like that. And for you to be able to solve their problem, you have to solve their problem of where they are. You have to understand, diagnose what they're going through. So this way you could pinpoint how to solve their problem. I hope that makes sense. The third thing in business, in growing your business, and what we end up doing is we run and try to get LLCs. We try to formulate the business without knowing exactly it is that we're doing, without having a strategy or having a plan. I myself have made this mistake. So you go out and just do an LLC, you formulate the business. That's great. You have this business you want to start. There's nothing wrong with formulating a business, but where it goes wrong is formulating the business. You form this business and you get an LLC, and you put it in a direct, like a direct name, or just a general name. Like, let's say you put it your name, you just put in Mary's Hands LLC. And what's happened, you may be able to pivot, or you want to grow into consulting, or you want to grow into, you know, creating a course or online business. Because now you just limited the name of the LLC, you may be restricted in using that business name under a different umbrella. Okay? So that's why it's very important to kind of get the momentum going, know exactly what you want to do, kind of form the business already where is you're solving a problem. So you know this is the direction you want to go. So once you form the business LLC, you have a clear vision 4, 5, 6 years from now, that once, because things change, you can't control things that circumstances that do happen, and you might end up deciding you want to go back to work, but at the same time have your consulting business. Maybe you make it into a consulting business, but if you have it limited to a name like Mary Hand's painting, that means you're only just going to stick to painting. There's other ways to go around it. You could do it doing business as, but that takes a lot of paperwork and forms that you need to fill out. So it's best to start it first, get to know exactly, not exactly what you're doing, but kind of put a universal. You want to make it like a wide range of a name, LLC. So this way, once you decide to pivot, you have other umbrellas you could put underneath, and you don't get into tax situation or get into problems with the IRS. Okay. So, and also what you choose, what that umbrella is going to be under. So if you choose real estate, that know that that business is strictly going to work under real estate. You cannot now go into real estate and decide, okay, I'm going to paint. It's two different business. But if you put it as a venture, or you put it as a consulting, or you put it as, managing business, you have a leverage of a leverage to be able to run two different businesses underneath, or you could pivot underneath. So if you put it as a managing or consulting LLC, whatever the name it is, so you decide not to do real estate anymore, that's fine. But you could coach people on real estate. You could teach people how to, be able to become a real estate agent. You could grow, give a course on, okay, consult people how to be able to create a passive income through real estate. So you have different avenues, so you're not just restricted by IRS, because they will come after you, or they will kind of just want to know what kind of business you do have once you have it on the LLC, because it's better to have everything on the business side as a LLC than having it on a personal. So another mistake that I'm going to give as a bonus is that most people run their business personally, in their personal credit, and forgetting to put everything into the business. So that's a big mistake. make sure that you're doing it two different. Your personal and your business are two different things. Your business is an entity that can hold itself, and your personal is your personal item. It's who you are behind your house. So you make sure you're running two of them two different. They're two different relationships. So once it's so if somebody's coming after your business, they will not come after your personal. And if somebody's coming after your personal side, they're not gonna come after your business. So it's best for you to know how you're running your entity, your business, and also make sure that you're clearing your personal credit and using your business credit or business um, credit card. So let's say you you have a business, and let's say you're an artist. Yes, you as an artist is personal, but you also want to create a business for your artist work, or you do as an artist, right? You want to put it under this umbrella. You want to make sure that you have a business credit card under the business name. You have all your expenses under the business name. You're making purchases under the business name. You go into a course or training under the business, not on your personal side. Because what happens if you try to now deduct when you do your taxes, you're in a different bracket. There's certain things you cannot deduct because it's personal, only on a business side. I hope this helps you. If you have any more questions, please follow, like, leave a message. I'll be able to help you. Thank you.